So, did you have a good sleep last night? Did you have a rough time falling asleep and waking up feeling grumpy and feel like you still haven't gotten enough sleep? This could be because you are experiencing sleep deprivation.
It's not uncommon for teenagers to want to stay up later at night and sleep later in the day. That is a phenomenon of their brain development at that age.
In the article Sleep Deprived Nation, Why Sleep Matters by Don Nardo says, sleep is important for everyone, especially teenagers, who are the most sleep-deprived group of any individuals the world has ever seen. According to the Archives of Suicide Research, about 72% of American teenagers habitually sleep less than the recommended 8 to 10 hours. With the goal of supporting my research, I created a survey to gather information on young people's sleeping habits. About 76% of respondents said they did not think they got enough sleep, and only about 14% of them thought they got enough sleep. Most teenagers do not even know they're sleep deprived because they have adapted into the sleeping pattern. So, what are the reasons behind the teen sleep deprivation crisis?
Thanks to hormones and teenage development, teenagers' internal clocks reset for later bedtimes. And like processors, their brains kick into overdrive.
Based on my survey, I did not expect that young people would go to bed early, but the results turn out that over 90% of them go to bed after 10 o'clock and make me quite surprised. One of the other reasons that make them stay up past 10 o'clock besides hormonal changes is schoolwork.
15-year-old Keiko Rakin, as she prepares for another day of high school in Alhambra, California.
I have homework due every night. I usually have 2 tests a week. I'm in sports, and that's every day after school for 2 hours. I'm in 5 clubs, and it's just me thinking I have so much to do, and I just don't have the time to do it.
38 out of 63 people took the survey could not go to sleep early because they had to stay up to do homework.
It's not their choice. It's what the biology is telling them to do. So they have to go to bed later. And then we're actually many times asking them to go to school earlier and actually loading on the academic demands in the evening.
Another reason for sleep deprivation in teens is the time they spend on screens by doing homework on computers and socializing on phones. In the article, sleep deprivation and cell phone usage among teenagers mentioned poor quality sleep associated with late-night texting or calling was linked to a decline in mental health such as depressed mood and a decline in self-esteem and coping ability. Experiencing negative emotions such as anxiety or fear makes it difficult for teenagers to fall asleep or get enough sleep. At night, a constant stream of thoughts about things that happened in the past or will happen in the future, interrupting them from getting well-deserved rest. And how does sleep deprivation affect teenagers in many aspects of their lives?
Does that feel like enough sleep for you?
No, because it's really hard for me to get up, and the whole day I'm constantly yawning, and I feel like I can fall asleep.
According to the article Adolescent Sleep Behaviors and Perceptions of Sleep, 384 high school students were approached to take the survey regarding to the study about their sleep perceptions and behaviors. The majority indicated that not getting enough sleep has caused them being more tired during the day, having difficulty paying attention, lower grades, increase in stress, having difficulty getting along with others.
Teenage brain is still developing. Your prefrontal cortex is not fully developed, and you're now adding in the insult of sleep deprivation.
Prefrontal cortex is our brake on our emotional system. So our emotional system is firing, but our prefrontal cortex normally inhibits it so that you can think for a second before you act, but not when you're sleep deprived. So the effect is that you'll just lash out, respond immediately, impulsively, and very emotionally.
The article from the National Library of Medicine mentioned consequences ranged from inattentiveness, reduction in executive functioning, and poor academic performance to increased risk of obesity and cardiometabolic dysfunction, mood disturbances, which include suicidal ideation, a higher risk of engaging in health risk behaviors such as alcohol and substance use, an increase in rates of car crashes, occupational, and sports-related injuries.
The odds of suicidal thoughts increase 20 to 40% for teens who sleep 1 or 2 hours less than recommended. That risk jumps to 75 to 80% for teens who sleep 5 hours or less per night. The risks may decrease by as much as 80% if teens regularly sleep the recommended 8 to 10 hours.
It's not just the adolescents who are doing this. All of us stay up late to get a little bit more work done, or to go work out, or get up early to go work out.
At this point, I believe that I have found the answer to why sleep deprivation is common in teenagers. I made an extra question at the end of my video. Do you want to change your sleeping patterns if you're aware that staying up late is a bad habit? The results turned out that 84% of people answered that yes, they want to change it. But the remaining answer is no, because staying up late is something that cannot change. Therefore, if it is something that cannot be changed for some people, then can it be cured, or is there a new way to improve it? I would be willing to delve deeper to look for the answers if this video would be longer. Thank you for listening.